G'day, my name's Alex Clegg. I'm one of the filmmakers behind the channel Late Night 99. In 2022, we released 9 short films and 2 feature-length films. I wanted to use this video to reflect on the year that has been and give some exciting announcements about 2023 and what we're going to be doing on the channel.
Instead of watching the Oscars, make a movie.
The 94th Academy Awards aired and Joel Haver held the Instead of Watching the Oscars, Make a Movie challenge. And that's where The Way of Death was born. We shot this film in 3 hours instead of watching the Oscars, and it was a super rewarding experience. The process of making this film was immensely stressful and very fast-paced. We incidentally made the film extra challenging for ourselves by filming it in a 4:1 aspect ratio and using 2 frames side by side, and we told the story, this 40-minute tale, in real time. Probably the biggest release on Late Night 99 last year was Over the Next Horizon. The film is about a man in post-apocalyptic Australia looking for a way to charge his phone and get back in touch with his missing wife and child. We shot over probably about 14 months. For us at Late Night 99, Over the Next Horizon is a really great way for us to show ourselves what we can do, and I feel like it's unlocked a lot of potential for us moving into 2023 and shown us what can be done on a low budget with no resources. I think we made the film for, I think there's probably about $100 that you can see on screen through the whole project. Obviously we spent more money on fuel and catering and that kind of thing, but in terms of the actual production budget that you see on screen, we just used old clothes we had lying around, we used things we already owned, props we already owned, cameras we already owned, and the whole project was essentially done for free. In October last year, following the release of Over the Next Horizon, we held an event called Late Night 99's Month of Horror. In this event, for every week of October, we released a short horror film. Some highlights from this event were Offerings for My Friend, which was a schlocky fan footage film with tons of awesome prosthetics and practical gore. Tempest by Adrian Simeone. He directed 2 previous films on Late Night 99 that had huge success. I described Tempest as a gothic suburban horror film, and it definitely had a really strong aesthetic and some really great atmosphere. Tempest also saw the return of Alex McRae, one of the actors in Over the Next Horizon. It was really great to get him back too. The Child in the Chapel was another release we had that month. We shot this film while on vacation. Kristen and I put a lot into this film. She was really patient with me as I carted the camera around all the different locations and followed us to each activity we did whilst on the holiday. It was an awesome, awesome experience to film. It was entirely improvised. We would come up with the scenes for the next day, the night before. The Child in the Chapel also features some of my favourite acting work from Kristen and I. It was a really fun experience to push ourselves creatively in that sense, and had a lot of fun filming this project. Probably the film I was most excited for in this month was Don't Scream. Now, Don't Scream was written by Kristen. It's her first writing credit, and she was really excited to get that film out there and to see it actually produced. Anton Ek was the director behind it. He previously did Bound on the channel. Now, Don't Scream had probably the biggest ensemble cast that we've had in a short film to date, and it was really exciting to actually see this project all come together. We shot it over 4 consecutive nights. We were shooting 8 to 10 hour nights, starting at 6 p.m. and working all the way through until 3 or 4 a.m. Now for myself, I was introduced to the horror genre through the Scream films, so it was really exciting to actually capture the Ghostface character in one of our short films, and a really rewarding experience. And one of the big announcements we have to make for 2023 is our feature film, Morana. Now, Morana is a community project that's being put together by directors all over the world. It's going to be an anthology film made by directors including Dan Lotz from the $5 Film School, Doom Productions, RC Films, The Don't Tell Show, Gage Clift, and Trent Lenarski. We have a Discord server that anyone can join with a lot more information on the film, so please reach out to me if you'd like the link to that server, or if you'd like to hear more about this project. In addition to Morana, there's going to be 2 short films that I'm directing this year. The first one is an unnamed crime thriller written by my buddy Joel. Now, we've started production on this film, but we've had to pause due to some scheduling conflicts. Production's set to resume later this year, and we're hoping to get this film out to you in 2023. Another film we're working on this year is called In the Details. I'm not going to share much about this film other than that it's a period piece film with part of the film set in 1800s colonial Australia. Other directors who are releasing films this year on Late Night 99 include Anton Ek, who, as I said, worked on Bound and Don't Scream. He's a great director and has a catalogue of incredible films. Another director who's going to be releasing some films on Late Night 99 is Anantha Krishna Raj, who has done some awesome work in the Australian film industry and released a handful of really great films. There's a film that he's actually just wrapped shooting on that'll be going on Late Night 99, which is another film of an existing intellectual property. I'm throwing up some stills for it now. There's a lot of secrecy involved. I'm not going to say what the film is about, but if you can guess, throw it in the comments down below, and I probably won't tell you if you're right or wrong, because Raj will kill me.